Welcome to the Badger Den. We've got some fun stuff to get in today. We're going to knock it down nice and clean. First up, will the war end starting tomorrow? Don't know, but we do have some stuff that's looking like that there may be some more leverage against Russia, according to the latest economics. Russia's hurting just a little bit. For how long? We will see. And young men are back. That's right. Masculinity is back on the rise, and trades and labor is back up. I wonder why. Called it. I believe it was just yesterday that there would be an extension regarding the occupation of D.C. Trump has a plan, and I'm pretty sure I've got it figured out. And Mexico F around and finds out. Indeed. What was it the Mexican president said? Something about you can't set American troops or American military equipment on Mexican soil? Yeah, it's already happened. Yep, sorry. And mRNA gets the rug pull. Love to see it. Why? For you blue hairs that are triple, double, quadruple, quintuple vaxxed, you might want to cut it off right now. Don't go to the end and go look at that. Trust me. You don't want to do it. You're better off not knowing. I mean, frankly, you just don't want to know anyway. I mean, that's how it works, right? Feels over facts. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. So tomorrow, there is a summit with Russia's Putin and, of course, America's Trump. The goal is to end the war. Now, theoretically, Putin has said he's only coming to the table because there's been agreement from Trump to give over the Donbass region. If you're unfamiliar with that, please look up one of my prior ones where we go over specifically the land and why they want that land, including Crimea. Trump says he will only meet if Putin's willing to agree to peace. Now, Zelensky's coming out of his little rabbit hole, and he says, hey, guys, I'm not included, so whatever you guys agree on, I don't agree with it. Yeah, he doesn't really get a say, and he is learning that, so he has now changed his tone and is now begging to be included. Because frankly, he's a puppet, he's a comedian, he's a degenerate, and he really doesn't have any legitimate power. It's all backed by the United States. So whatever Trump agrees to, he's just going to turn to Zelensky and say, do it. If not, I'll just depose you. Your choice. And that's what's going to happen. Right now, Russia is running into a bit of an issue where their exports for petroleum have declined. There's a couple of supposed ideas behind this. One, Ukraine, aka the US and Europe, have been attacking Russia's infrastructure to be able to get oil out. Why? Because if you are able to limit the Russian exports of LNG and oil, it hurts their ability to generate war materials. Yep, you hurt the purse strings, they're unable to continue. The other piece of that is, of course, in theory, Trump's sanctions. So maybe it's a combination of both of them. Probably more war, less sanctions. Who knows? Because, again, they've got China and India gobbling up the oil regardless. My bet, it's probably the military guys are actually damaging some of Russia's infrastructure, and Russia cannot produce as much oil as they used to. That does give a bit more leverage to the U.S., and hopefully we will see an end or at least a ceasefire sometime tomorrow. Let's hope. Coming up, Power America's Future. So this is from the Department of Labor. They just put this out. This is very interesting. They posted this tweet and then this tweet along with it. Average salary after program completion. The program completion is apprenticeship. So if you go into a trade or something and you do an apprenticeship, and when you come out of that, you're a full-fledged you apprentice to like electricians, or you apprentice to plumbing, and then you come out of that trade and you're actually able to perform those duties. They're showing that the salary for those has really jumped up. That's probably for a couple of things. One, trades are in dire straits right now. They really need people, so therefore the people that are in there are able to command a higher salary. Two, if you're deporting people, guess what? They can no longer fill those jobs. Yup, so that means the trades can demand more money. That's why if you deport people, not only does it save lives, but it increases the income of Americans. Amazing how that works. What's interesting about this is, sorry about this, let me go. College graduate average starting salary is $70,000. It's actually less than that. I don't know where they're pulling this number from. Again, I don't know if I agree with both of these numbers, but let's take it on face value. Let's take it on face value. And I necroed this chart that I created a little while back. Wanted to showcase this. This is adjusting for unemployment rate, because right now you're seeing an unemployment of a lot of degree holding people that aren't able to find a job. And if you factor that in relative to their annual earnings, you get this adjustment. So essentially, according to the Department of Labor, if you complete an apprenticeship and you come out in a trade, you would slot in right here. So you'd be beating out all of these people that got a lot of debt. And again, if these people aren't commies and they actually have to pay that debt back, you would actually slot even higher up. You would be up here with the miscellaneous technology fields, political science, physics. So you'd be sitting pretty good. You'd be sitting pretty good if you went into the trades right now, you completed an apprenticeship, and you got out there and started working. You'd be doing really well. That's good because you wouldn't have the debt. Your income would technically be higher. Looking good for you. Not only that, Necro this chart. Again, what do you see here? The growth is in the trades. For young men, get out there, get to work. It's time. It's time. Your time has arrived. It's time to stand up, get to work, man. Things are looking good. Here's the, I don't mean to rain on the parade, and I've tried to see where he pulled this data from, but this does seem legitimate. Estimated percent of 30-year-olds who are both married and homeowners going from 1950 to 2025. That's pretty self-explanatory. People are not getting married at the rates they have been. What's the point of getting married? Having children. And of course, in order to generally have children, most people prefer to do it in a single-family home. This is not a good look. This is the real crisis in America that I don't think enough people are talking about. People are not getting married. People are not having kids, and they're unable to because of the financial situation and the cost of homes. This needs to change. Talked about that even yesterday, I believe. All right. And I called this. I called it yesterday. Go back. I think it was just yesterday. Yesterday's stream called it. Trump would find any way he could to extend this. According to the rule, once Trump rolls in the troops, he's got 48 hours to tell Mama. Mama's Congress. Congress is in a recession right now. They don't get back till September 2nd. From potentially that point, he's got 30 days to party. Or does the partying start essentially tomorrow? Because 48-hour window. Who knows? There's not a court case to determine that. I think most people would side that the party has to start literally tomorrow, and he's got 30 days from tomorrow. But Trump is already throwing out flags saying that, hey, I'm going to try to extend it no matter what. So I've got a feeling even though the 30-day mark will come and pass, he will say, well, technically you guys weren't in session then, so I couldn't tell you. So I'm telling you now it's September 2nd. So now I have till like October 2nd? Why would Trump want to do that? Could it be because Bill Barr is going to be subpoenaed? Could it be because there's a RICO case that he tried to do against Trump? That's right. A lot of evidence coming out that Bill Barr was the mastermind behind the RICO cases up in New York where he was trying to undermine Trump. Yeah, not a good look, Bill Barr. Not a good look. Alberto Gonzalez, basically pretty much anybody dealing with the Biden DOJ or with the former DOJ under Obama with Mueller and the Russia hoax. That's pretty much it right there. Anything dealing with the Russia hoax. So you've got Mueller here, basically knowing from the beginning that he should have exonerated Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder. Like all these are absolutely abhorrent people. And it may make people a little nuts. Again, what's interesting about this is Brennan is not in here. I'm calling it right now. Brennan's going to be the fall guy for this. And I pointed out here that is Epstein going to be included regarding Bill Clinton. It has now come out that yes, Bill Clinton will be asked about Epstein. It goes back, will these be sealed? Will we be able to hear anything going on? We do not know yet. Probably going to be sealed, that we're not going to be able to know what's going on. Hopefully we'll be able to get some FOIA requests in and be able to hear about this years down the line. But it would be nice to know what actually happened. I've got a feeling that a lot of these guys, they're going to contact their buddy Soros and say, hey, we need some riots in D.C. And that's what this is about. To try to prevent these subpoenas from going through, to prevent these people from testifying, to see what's really going on and who's really pulling the strings. Obama and Soros. Yeah. Sure, Karen, sure. The Mexican president again said that U.S. will not come on foreign sovereign soil in Mexico. Really? Really? You're going to draw the line? Really? Guess what's already happened, folks? As of yesterday, Guardian with U.S. Customs Border Protection going by the call sign Troy 7. I love that. Troy. Oh, what? You don't know your literature? Helen of Troy, Trojan, oh my goodness, was orbiting for several hours early today west of Mexico City. Yes, Mexico City's in Mexico, so yes, this drone was over foreign soil in Mexico. Yeah. What'd they do about it? They didn't do anything. I checked this morning. They have now released a statement saying they knew about it and it was allowed. Of course it was allowed, because what are you going to do about it? What were you going to do about it? Where are you? Oh, that's right. You're this. Hey, let me help you out here. This is a 12. This is a 12. This is you right here, Mexico. Right there. Right there. Oh, I'm sorry. Our U.S. military is dwarfing you. Hold on. Let me cut the U.S. military out. There you are, Mexico. You're right here. Look at that little 12. Isn't that so cute? It's cute. Yeah, we can put you up against the FBI or our new budgeted CBP folks. Yeah, I think the Border Patrol is going to be just fine going up against the Mexican military. Yeah, maybe that's what's Trump's plan all along, is to just basically be like, yeah, try it and see what happens. And finally, let's get into the Vaxx. I'm not allowed to say that on YouTube's anymore. They tend to shadow ban. So what to know about what RFK Jr. has done? He's pulled the funding for all the mRNA shot research. Why is that important? A lot of people are calling him out saying that, hey, Bobby, why didn't you just cancel it? Well, they're private companies. They can do whatever they want. But if he pulls the funding, they're not going to do it, guys. If he pulls the funding, he pretty much pulls the plug on it. Sure, they can do whatever they want, and sure, they can keep pushing it, but at least it won't be done on me and your backs and our hard-earned tax dollars, stolen tax dollars. Why is this important? Because, again, we're seeing more and more that these vaxes were not safe. Johnson & Johnson lead scientist confesses the J&J COVID-19 vax was not safe and effective, reveals a lack of research. This is from OMG Media. They do undercover work. It's really, really good. It's very effective. Do you have any idea the lack of research that was done on these products? I mean, basically, we just had to race to figure out who would solve it best. And at one point, we just canned it. So they even knew that it really wasn't good, but they did it anyway. Yeah, feeling good? It gets worse. The numbers are out. So this is from Brett Weinstein. If you do not know who it is, he is a physicist. He does math. He lives math. And this is his own research. He is saying that it caused 7 to 15 million deaths. And you're like, whoa, where are they getting this? 30 to 60 disabled and close to potentially 1 billion injured from the vax. Yes, I know people who have been severely injured from the vax. Where are they getting this from? This is the current mortality rate. This is information you can pull into yourself. This is a guy, the ethical skeptic, that does this research. He basically takes all the data and publishes it out and shows what you can do. Notice right here, this is COVID-19 mortality. You're seeing right now in the news, a lot of people are pushing for COVID-19 on the West Coast, saying, ooh, we've got a new one. You need to get your vax. Here's your mortality rate, guys. Where is it? Where is it? All the way down here. You see where we're at? We're all the way down there. All the way down there. All the way down there. The current iteration is that it is no more lethal than the common cold. So please calm down. Take your mask off, blue hair. Breathe the fresh air. It's going to be good for you. Trust me, it might get some of that blue hair out. Now, here's the more serious thing. Sudden cardiac deaths from ages 5 to 54. Now, this trend is much more alarming. Where did this come from? So this is your baseline, right? And this is where we're going up. Now, what he's trying to transfer, and this is his own research here, where he's showing that he believes there's an ongoing upward trend. To me, it looks like this is kind of averaging out, and that could be because people have stopped getting the multiple shots, and you now just have a group of people who are just subjecting their bodies to absolute torture. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't know that? We'll get into the Japanese study just shortly. Regardless, there is an overabundance of excess mortalities, and they're generally caused by cardiac arrest. Why would that be? Don't know. It would be interesting if somebody wanted to find out, but we can all guess. Oh, the Japanese study. Japan releases bombshell vax versus unvaxxed data on 18 million people. What this data shows, again, it's in a prior stream of mine. covered the entire study, basically showcased that people who got it generally increased their mortality significantly for the first 3 to 4 months, and henceforth thereafter. And each additional shot they got dramatically continued to increase their sudden infant mortality syndrome. Can we say that? I mean, does that kind of, you get what I'm pointing out in a little bit? All right, we'll not go that far. Point is that the more of those jabs you got, the more likely you were between 3 to 4 months of getting the jab, you would die. Yeah. So I know I like to leave you with some good news. So I'm leaving it to good news for people who like caught what I'm putting down and like stopped getting those a long time ago. So if you breathe a lot better knowing that you stopped. If you didn't stop blue hair, just put it down. Put it down. You're hurting yourself. Just put it down. All right. Mally signing out.